We bought 80 pounds of bananas.
Welcome to Crocs in the Kitchen.
I am Brian.
And I am Jessica. And yes, you're probably wondering why on earth would two people such as us buy 80 pounds worth of bananas? Literally, there are two boxes and each of them is 40 pounds. So let's show them what we're going to do with these bananas.
Okay. So look, all I'm saying is that when your little girl loves bananas, you buy bananas.
Elsie, what do you think of all these bananas? There's so many.
I think she's just obsessed with the stickers right now. She's like, they're stickers!
Stickers!
Oh my God, stickers! There is not a day that goes by though where this girl does not like point at a banana and is like,
I need a banana.
So yes, but this is 80 pounds of banana. Now you may ask yourself, why did you guys buy 80 pounds of bananas? Very simple reason. They were on sale.
Yes, we paid a grand total of, drumroll please,
$16
for 80 pounds of bananas. That's 20 cents per pound for all you mathematicians out there. And normally, I mean, you pay anywhere from like 45 cents, 68 cents or so a pound. So
Yeah.
it was a very good deal. But once again, what are we gonna do? Let's show them the next step.
Why do you need 80 pounds of bananas? And I respond to that with, why don't you need 80 pounds of bananas?
Yes, so we like to use them in a bunch of different recipes.
It's super useful.
So the way that we do it is, you can see we peeled them all. We
Place them all on
place
trays.
them all on trays. I like to break I used to actually, there's probably videos of me on our channel, like slicing them in nice little even slices and stacking them up. No. And now I just break them in half and do it, because if I'm either going to use like a half of a banana or a whole banana usually. So if they're in halves, that's fine. I like to freeze them on the trays flat so that they don't stick together. And then once they're frozen overnight, I can go ahead and move them into storage containers or bags or whatever kind of freezer safe storage you want to use. They will stay in the freezer for I've had bananas in there for over a year before, and they are just perfectly fine. We are lucky enough to have at Brian's parents' house access to a very large deep freeze, like, I don't know, what do you call that?
It's just a dedicated freezer. That's all it is.
And so that's where we have ours freezing right now. So if you don't have a large freezer space, that can be a challenge to buying them. You might have to freeze them in stages. One of the reasons that we liked these, we got them at a local store in town who just happened to post on Facebook that they had them for $8 for a 40-pound box. And one of the reasons we were excited about these is because they're actually like already ripe enough. So if you're going to try to buy a bunch of bananas over time and get them to the right ripeness, I mean, do you remember when I bought a bunch and they were just laying out in a giant pile for weeks while we waited for them to get to the right stages of ripeness?
Yes, I do remember that.
So this was really nice because they were already all ripe.
Yep, all ready to go. So, what kind of recipes do we actually use these bananas for? Well, we have a bunch.
Yes. So mostly it's it's for like nice cream. We don't do a lot of smoothies, but if we wanted to do a smoothie, or we have tested making some smoothies for Elsie that she's enjoyed, and oatmeal. So some of the recipes, and we'll link to all these below so you can, we're going to show you some pictures so you can see what they look like, but also we will link to them as well. So we have, the first one we ever published was my chocolate nice cream recipe, just very basic chocolate nice cream. It's probably just bananas, cocoa powder, and maybe like a little bit of almond milk. But you can find that recipe. Those are, that's been a staple throughout our time of eating plant-based, because I like chocolate, and that's a way that I can eat chocolate where I don't feel bad about it. We also have like Brian's almond maple shake. Do you remember that one?
I do remember. That was very good.
My super chocolatey nice cream shake. I always like the chocolate. And my favorite thing that we've ever done with nice cream, can you guess?
The spumoni cake.
Yes. So for Brian's birthday one year, I made him a triple layered spumoni nice cream cake. It had a layer of chocolate, a layer of cherry, and a layer of, is it pistachio?
I think it's pistachio.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was pretty epic. We'll show
it. It was pretty awesome,
if I do say so myself. So with all that ice cream, we'll probably be able to make some nice cakes for special occasions if we want to do that during the summer. We also do a lot of like oatmeal recipes with the nice cream. So we did a video about our favorite breakfast recipes really early on in the channel. And one thing that you had was your overnight oats. And then you also had your banana butter toast. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, you used to make that every morning.
And banana sandwiches.
All the banana things. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I missed on this list. Oh, remember when we did the oatmeal challenge?
Yes.
So this is crazy. So I actually didn't like oatmeal. And then one day I was at like it's a hotel that had an oatmeal thing, and I made oatmeal. It was literally just oats and a banana and some strawberries and a few like chocolate chips that were just very basic, like vegan chocolate chips, but no sugar added or anything like that. And my mind was blown. And then all of a sudden I liked oatmeal after that. Do you remember what oatmeal you made for that challenge?
No.
It was like apple chai.
Oh, yes. Because I brewed the tea.
Yeah.
And then I used that as the liquid to make the oatmeal.
Yeah.
That is a great little trick if you've got like a bunch of really good fruity herbal teas and stuff, because you can make the tea and then like mix it in with the oats, and then use a banana for sweetness.
So yeah, I think that the nice cream has always been something we've used, obviously the bananas for, but it was actually more recently when we started making oatmeal for Elsie that we realized with the frozen ones, because we used to always, make sure we had fresh ones on hand. But with Elsie, it's like there's no telling what she's going to be in the mood for, when, and all that kind of stuff. So you actually realized you just get out the frozen banana and like microwave it for a little bit.
Yep.
And then it even kind of is nice with the oatmeal because it already kind of, it's when you microwave a frozen banana, it like kind of
releases a lot of the water that breaks down.
And then that liquid can be used as, some of the liquid for the oatmeal itself. Yep. So, yeah.
All in all, I mean, bananas are pretty awesome. Next to oats and dates, they're like one of the primary things that plant-based dieters should have on hand. So, yeah, I mean, buying 80 pounds of bananas for $16 just made sense because we're going to use them.
Yeah, and now we don't have to buy bananas for like a long time. Unless we want a fresh banana. Like I do every once in a while, just want like a nice piece of Ezekiel bread with a little bit of nut butter and a sliced banana on top. And for that, I would use a
fresh
non-frozen banana. But
all in all, I think subscribe to the
stocked.
Yeah.
We are so stocked. I'm so excited. Sorry, I got excited.
Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Click the bell that is right next to it. You get notified whenever we post a new video. You can also find us on social media, Facebook and Instagram, and you can do all sorts of fun stuff on there, like look at pictures and send us messages and all that jazz. But I think that's all I got.
That's definitely all I got.
We will see you next time on Crocs in the Kitchen. Bye.